Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about mindfulness, a bit of a different subject. I used to do a radio program about mindfulness and now I'm doing videos about it. Well, where do you start with mindfulness? I suppose, you know, um, in our daily lives, we have routines. Well, most of us have routines. We, uh, you know, um, these things we do on a daily basis, we do them like automatically. We get up, we wake up in the morning, we get up, we get dressed, we probably go to the bathroom, um, and then we maybe go to our kitchen, whether we go downstairs, go to our kitchen, and maybe make some breakfast, make tea, coffee, whatever, and we get into a routine habit, especially as adults. We get into a routine habit of just doing them automatically, not thinking about them, and they become mundane tasks. Now I'm just starting off now with a morning routine, so it's just being mindful of what you're doing, everything. Now, at first, if you're mindful of everything you're doing, it can be quite tiring, but it's actually bring a sense of joy into everything you do in your life. Cherish it and bring it to your heart and say, I'm doing this because this is good for me. So if anything's bad for you, you'll know immediately, saying, this is not good for me because my mindfulness is not coming into it. It's not bringing joy and enriching my life and making it better. So where do we start? Like, if we're bringing mindfulness into our life, where do we start? Well, I always think about, when I was younger, no, maybe not even younger, but not particularly me, any younger person or child. Think of the young child and how they perceive the world and how everything is so new to them in the world, and even a snowflake or rain falling, it's amazing to them because it's new to them. So if we bring a newness into every day of our life, like starting off again, a newness, a new beginning not thinking about yesterday or tomorrow, just thinking of the moment and how we're enjoying that moment and what's special in that moment. I have a few things now, a few headings that we can put it under, but we want to make it a bit fun. I don't want to be like, you have to do it this way, that way, that way, But, just a few things to focus on me. Maybe, so if you want to write them down, you can, but you don't have to. So the first one is how you move around. So let's go back to the morning routine. So how you get back out of bed, how you wake up, how you stretch in the morning, do you stretch in the morning, I remember I had a very painful foot. I had plantar fasciitis in one of my feet, and I had it for a good few, about a year, and it was stopping me from doing everything. I couldn't put my foot down. It was as bad as a break, like, but it wasn't a break, but the pain, you can't put your feet down on the floor, with the plantar fasciitis. So what I used to do was get out of, the first thing I did in the morning was when I got out of bed, I actually stretched the ligaments in the bottom of my foot, um, so when something like this happens, when we have an injury or something, we bring a focus into that place. First of all, the pain brings the focus into that place, and then when we want to recover from that pain, we bring focus and energy into that place. So hopefully positive energy to try and help us recover. So we think about movement. Movement can bring recovery and mindfulness into that part of our body, you know, whether it's our hand, our foot, or even our head. Hopefully it's not our head, you know, where we want to bring mindfulness into it. But it can be. Another part of it can be your thoughts and how you want to be mindful in your thoughts to slow down your thinking, you know. And it's something like daydreaming, because when you're happy, you're daydreaming, you're happy, you're in that zone, you know. And sometimes people, you know, when you're younger, you say stop daydreaming, but it's good to daydream. Daydreaming is good for you, you know. Or when you're having that morning cup of tea or coffee in the morning, it's like or you know, you have to sit there and really enjoy that morning cup of tea or coffee, and it's routine, but it's enjoyable, and you know, and you're in that moment, that special moment in the day where it's so important to you, you know. So that was mindful. Mind, just sorry, a fly went by me there. You know, I have all the windows open in the house because it's a really warm day. Now my kitchen isn't too hot at the moment, but yeah, the flies come in when I leave the window open, but however, but bless the fly. So next we can, well, when we wake, let's go back to when we wake up in the morning and we start breathing. Well, we haven't stopped breathing all night, but our breathing can be, you know, quieter, say, in the morning. You know, we're not out of breath, we're just getting out of breath. We're taking our first stretches in the morning, the first stretch, and then we're sort of like, well, we haven't spoken, you know, all night, so we've rested our voices and we've rested our our lungs. We haven't been screaming or anything, you know, so our breath has had the rest. So even if we think of our mindfulness breathing in the morning, and even when we're doing our morning stretch, just, you know, you naturally stretch when you're getting out of bed, so even think about our breathing too as well. I think we don't think about our breathing and how special our breathing is to us, so even take some deep breaths if you feel up to it, you know, and focus on your breathing. The next thing I think of would be our you know, how we our taste, our smell, our hearing, our eyesight. So these are all our senses, you know, but we probably have other senses like empathy and you know, when we think about other things, but that might probably come later in the morning when we're after our morning cup of tea, you know. So thinking about maybe in the summertime how special the sunny days are to us and how we love those sunny days, and just in that moment think about how special you feel when you wake up when the sun is shining, you know, and how positive you feel. And maybe if it's not a sunny day, to try and bring that positivity into your life, and you know, say how special the morning is and how special it is to wake up first thing in the morning. No, when we go down to have our breakfast in the morning, and we have our morning cup of tea or coffee, and then we do eat our breakfast. And thinking about our breakfast, you know, we could think about what we're eating, and you know, who's made this food. Like if we have a bowl of cereal, or if we have fruit, or where it's come from, the way it's been, you know, how nature has provided food. A fruit for us. I should have an apple or an orange. Hang on a sec, I'll get an apple. I'm back. So, if we have an apple or an orange, say how nature has provided these things for us and how special they are, and think about when we eat an apple. You know, that first bite, when we first bite into an apple, I won't bite into it now, but when we first bite into an apple, how we cherish that first bite and what that first bite feels like to us when we do take a bite of it, and how food nourishes our body when we wake up first thing. We do things automatically, we eat automatically, just because we eat, you know, we don't think about it, but just to cherish that and to eat that and to say, oh my God, this is amazing. This is, just amazing food to be able to do this and to cherish what we can do, And every bite, don't, like your mother said, don't gulp down your food. Eat really slowly and think about every taste and how it makes your body feel and how you feel nourished at the end of the meal. So next one, maybe we have family members in the house and they come to breakfast as well. And it's actually, listening to what people have to say and just say, yeah, yeah, yeah. But listening intently, having time, giving people time to listen to what they have to say to you. And I think if everyone was mindful, it'd be such an amazing world, But we're just concentrating on ourselves for the moment, So so think about what people are saying and listen to them intently, and ask them questions about what they're saying to you, and give them that space. It's important to give, and the world is so fast moving and everything is just fast moving, quick food and everything's quick, but cherish the moment you have, this very moment. Even listening to me, cherish that moment. I mightn't be a great talker, but cherish everything you have in your life at that particular moment. And I'm sure you'll find really special things, because you're not thinking about finances, you're not thinking about what you have or what you haven't got. You're thinking about even this apple. Go back to this apple. You have this apple, and this apple will nourish you, and it's living in the moment. Now maybe we just go on to the next one. Now, what this may help you, when you do this, if you do this for a while, or I think it's important to maybe just start doing it at, maybe first thing in the morning. You don't have to do it throughout your day, because, people's lives can be hectic, they're not going to be able to take time out to actually be mindful, but you can introduce it into your life, and it's a good start. Start somewhere, right? So what will happen when you start doing this? You'll feel more grateful for everything you have, and that's important. Not thinking about what you haven't got, thinking about what you have, and you say, oh, it's so amazing what I have, and you become so much more positive. Well, that's what I think. That's the way I feel when I'm mindful. Anyway, your mind will become clearer. Mindfulness is appreciating a situation without judgment. You're not judging. You're not judgmental. And this allows you to become more open-minded. So the result of this is being able to find peace in moments that could easily have been filled with worry. So less anxiety, all positives, less anxiety. Isn't that great? Brilliant. So it encourages your positivity, and it also relaxes you. So you go out and some days, and you're having your day starts off bad, and throughout the day, then nothing goes right for you. But if you start off positive in the morning time, I guarantee that your whole day will be positive. And don't bring any negativity in your life. Not avoiding negativity, but just say, stop. No negativity in my life. I'm having a really positive day, so I don't need any negativity. And because if you're really positive, it can attract negative people, so you have to be aware of that as well. So, and it helps relax you, not too relaxed. Focusing our minds can help us physically relax. When we feel stress, it manifests in our bodies, making us feel tense and uncomfortable. Encouraging space in the mind where less stress is present will tell your body to relax too. So I was just reading that there for you, because I just want to get it right for you, because I'm actually not professionally trained in mindfulness, but I just want to get the wording right, But yeah, And throughout the day, even like when you go outside and you're walking, think of all the beautiful plants around you, how nature has provided. And nature has provided, when you think about a supermarket, the food didn't come from the supermarket, it came from nature. And that we have to go back to thinking about how mindfulness everything is. So now this video has been quite long, so maybe we will end up with a quote. So I'll look up a mindfulness quote just to finish it off with. Sorry, mindfulness quote, just for positivity, and it keeps going throughout our day. So, the mind is just like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets and the more it can expand. So like I was saying, if you start introducing mindfulness into your life, and it'll make a big change in your life, And if you're, like I was saying, if no one's life is perfect, or no one's perfect in the world, but if you come across negativity in your life, try and find a space, right, where you can calm yourself down and just focus on the moment and bring positivity and mindfulness back into your body. And another time now, I'll make a video on body scanning and how that can help you bring yourself back into the moment and be happy and have a happy day. And if it's sunny near you, enjoy the sunshine, because I'm going to enjoy the sunshine today, and I'm going to go out in my garden and just enjoy it, and maybe get a little bit of a colour. Not sunburn, just a little bit of a colour. Sorry. Love you lots. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.